Hi everyone, Minky here with the next part of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. It is currently the 20th of October today, 2025 as I record this. And it's been, I don't know, I think it's been like 7 months since I last recorded anything for this Let's Play. So, a lot's happened since then. In fact, I should actually show those off, show what's happened since last time, because I have trained up a bit. If you will, I've trained up some of my Pokemon and whatnot, so I will show that off now, and then I will get on with some catching, because I do have some Pokemon I do need to catch. I'm still missing some areas. So, Sableye, I'll just go over the ones that are interesting for now. So, Loot Unit, Absolute Unit, they're already level 100 now. They got there the other day, I think. I can't even remember when I got them up to level 100, to be honest. Ishold's still the same. I'm working on Nuzlocke now, who's at level 73, and that's the progress, if you will, at the moment. That's the moves, really nice moves right there, because when I was training Absol, they only have Future Sight as their like non-normal type attacking move at the minute. So, you know, obviously I need to get something for that, you know, if you will, and like, Future Sight is fine because it hits ghost types, and I think it even hits dark types as well. Not that I need to hit dark types because I've got quick attack and whatever, but that gives Pokemon like Shuppet a chance to actually attack, I mean, if you will, and they can have Curse. So it's really not fun, to be honest. Here's the Magikarp that I got last time. Bashful Nature, nice. I remember that's one of the neutrals. Here's Trapinch. Did I show Trapinch off last time? I hope I did. Hardy Nature for Ditto, it's pretty nice. Here's Nincada. Now what I'm going to do with Kogakada here is, like, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to train them up some more off screen beyond level 19, because obviously like, they're still here. They've been like this pretty much throughout the entire Let's Play for the most part, you know, ever since I got them. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get them up to like, I think level 44. You know, just before they reach level 45, and then I'm going to evolve them then on screen. So there will be that as well, because of something I want to do with them, or something I want to teach them, I should say. So you know, and here's all my fainted Pokemon, obviously. That's my Pokemon in here. Here's Mishroom. I think they've gained a little bit, like the tiniest little bit of experience points. I'm pretty sure Plush Off has. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've gained a little bit of experience since last time. Here's Magic Worm. Here's Carcall, who has gained a little bit of experience since last time. Latios, they haven't gained any experience points yet. I'm kind of waiting on training them, to be honest. I kind of want to wait a little bit on that. And here's Wilma. I've given them the experience share, but they've not gained experience yet because I'm about to start using them and whatnot. So they'll actually probably be my designated surfer as well, because they're careful. I don't remember what careful is, to be honest. Like I said, I only really remember like 7 of them. I might remember 9 of them, because I think Brave and Timid both reduce speed, but Brave is for physical attack and Timid is for special attack. I could be wrong on that. You know, I'm pretty sure Brave is physical attack for speed though. Pretty sure that's the case. But yeah, that's my team so far. Pretty much all my Pokemon. That's the plan with Nincada as well. So you know, there's that to look forward to. Alright, so now obviously we've got this. So the next route in order, if you will, from where we're going, if you will, is actually Route 105. So whatever our first spawn here is essentially our first encounter, if you will, or our new encounter, if you will, and it's Wingull, which we already have. We've already had, so like I said, I'm not going to count Pokemon like Wingull, because even though Pelipper has fainted, I'm not going to count them because I technically did have them anyway. So in this case I'm going to skip them, but obviously if all the Pokemon are repeats, then I'll probably just skip. I won't skip the area, I'll obviously just go for whatever, and I guess Wingull I should go for, considering obviously, you know, they are technically my first spawn. So if anything, and I think everything here is the same actually, now I think about it. I think everything here is literally repeats. be it Wingull or Tentacool or whatever, you know. What did I say before as well about if I had Tentacruel but not Tentacool? I don't know if I said like if I had to specifically get the evolution, but obviously I know with Oddish, I know with them I have to get like both. I have to get 2 Oddishes if I do come across 2 Oddishes, because obviously they have 2 final evolutions. So obviously in that case I just went with like the idea of like, okay, if I get 2 Oddishes then yeah, whatever, you know. But yeah, I think this is all repeats, to be honest, in this route, pretty much, if you will. You know, so I think that's a bit... I am dodging trainers as well because I'm kind of wanting to save them for later, for like the bonus series, if you will. I'm going to do that. So yeah, that's why I'm dodging them. I'm not trying to like, you know, suck as a trainer, because obviously I don't suck as a trainer. I've beaten the whole game as a Nuzlocke. You know, you kind of need to have a bit of know-how if you were to do a Nuzlocke, if you will. You can't just go in blind, really. So obviously I'm going in as best I can, if you will, you know. But yeah, this looks like just repeats, to be honest. So I guess I will go for a Wingull, or I guess a Pelipper if I can get lucky with one of them. But, you know, obviously that depends on if there is anything else here, which I don't think there is, to be honest. Maybe I'll look into it in a second. Just find a new, just look up Bulbapedia or something. Just say like, you know, oh, here's the list. Yeah, they're all repeats or whatever, you know. But yeah, like I said, that's the rule I'm going with. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the rule I'm going with nowadays anyway. I don't know. An iron. All the way out here for an iron. There is a point. Yeah, here we go. Here's Route 106. So yeah, we're at the end of Route 105. So yeah, we kind of want to keep going until we find a new Pokemon. And I guess if anything, I'll take on this Tentacool and I'll pause here and check Thingamajigger. I'll see what else spawns here. So yeah, I'll see you in a second then. Alright, well yeah, it is just repeats. So I guess we'll get ourselves a Wingull then. Because they were the first encounter. And hey, same first encounter. Nice, level 24 as well. I always like to get Pokemon like this at like level 24 or something. You know, like, well, in this case level 24, because like they evolve at level 25. So this is the most times we can get them a level, and they can evolve, if you will. Or they evolve as soon as they level up, if you will. I know that sounds a bit of a weird little thing or whatever, but you know, it's just one of those things I just find interesting sometimes. You know, it's always nice to catch a level 24 Wingull in this case, or I don't know, a level 6 Wurmple. Or I guess even a level 8 Wurmple, because technically, you know, that's 2 levels before getting to Beautifly Dustox, so obviously in that case it's like, you know, in that case it's like, you know, you know, you know what I mean, you know, it's, yeah, you know. Nice. Wow, that wasn't even that prepared, really. It's just leech seeded twice and then put to sleep. Wow. Well, and put to sleep. I don't know, man. Anyway, what do we want to nickname this guy? This Wingull. I guess I'll go with this. Gulliper. Because it's like Wingull and Pelipper. So, I guess I'll just go with that. And now that we're in Route 106, let me actually look up, see what's in Route 106 before I decide on who I can and can't get, if you will. So give me one sec, guys. Yep, same Pokemon, so, you know, the exact same, well, pretty much the exact same Pokemon as before, so, yeah, it's just a matter of, like, you know, it's just the same Pokemon, you know, just go for the first one that spawns, if you will, which, Tentacool, okay, nice, and wow, level 30. They evolve at level 30, so that's a little funky, if you will, you know. If you will, because obviously I just went on about Wingull being level 24. you know, and obviously this isn't the least amount of levels they can afford, right? But still, you know, it's still like, you know, I don't know, man. But hey, still two Pokemon that fainted as well, so I'm kind of glad that, in a way, that we get more, if you will. That we get them back, if you will, essentially. I mean, obviously we have Magikarp as well, we've got them twice already. You know, but Gyarados is still alive, though. So, you know, Magic Worm even is still alive, so... You know. So obviously, like, with this... I feel like... Didn't I nickname my old Tentacool Kool-Aid? So I'll call this one Kool-Aid to actually be the actual nickname that I mentioned before. Which, by the way, I got that magazine back, by the way. I did finally manage to find it again. So, you know, expect a video on that at some point. Because I really want to do a video on that. As well as a few other things, but, you know, that's beside the point for now. That'll be for some other time. So, yeah, that'll be another day, if you will. Now, I need to... I'm pretty sure Route 107, 108, and 109 are all new to us as well. Maybe not 109, because, I mean, we were at the beach, before the Slateport Beach, but... I don't know. Let me check it out, and then I'll see what I can find, if you will, for all this stuff, if you will. Alright, well, we did get something in Route 107. That was, like, I think, probably the first Magikarp or Tentacool we got. But Route 108 and Route 109 are completely new. And then Route 110, believe it or not, is listed as not being caught. You know, like, I haven't caught anything there. But I'm sure we did. I think we got mine in there, right? So I must have not checked the daycare center. And then also, Route 117 should be filled in as well then, because, like, we got Illumise there. So I haven't even checked on those in a while, actually, now I think about it. But, yeah, let me have a look at my note again and see what else we can find. And maybe I'll check out the daycare Pokemon or something. I might check them off screen or something, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so yeah, from the looks of it then, we've just got Route 123 left, essentially Route 123, because obviously, like I said, these lower sea routes, we've obviously caught Pokemon in. Route 115 is randomly not listed, I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure we got something here. Like, did we get Nuzlocke here or something? I don't know, I'll have to check that in a minute, but here's Route 123, which is where the Berry Master is at the end and whatnot, and there's a few things that I need to go through again anyway. So, maybe I'll say that for next part. I was going to say for next, because I was trying to say later. And then a bunch of the routes are like Route 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 134. So yeah, it's basically everything over bloody here. You know, Route 124, 125, 126. It's like everything, man. All these sea routes, I mean, they've got to be like Magikarp, Tentacool kind of thing. So it's basically just that. I mean, and then there's also the underwater sections. Do we count those? You know, it's like, I mean, obviously we count them, but do we count them as the same as the upper limits, or do we count them as simply lower limits? You know, like, or do we count them as separate? You know, like underwater Route 129, is that the same as Route 129, or is that two separate areas? You know, that's something I've got to look into, if you will. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go to our Pokemon Center, see what I have in Route 115, because like I said, I feel like I should have something from Route 115. So let's go have a look then. See if we've got anything going on. Because I should have someone from Route 115, as well as those two from the daycare center. Because like I said, I'll check off screen anyway, you know, to see that we have got them, and I'll take them off. Oh yeah, let's check these two guys actually real quick. So, Hardy Nature on Wingull. Okay, cool. I mean, like I said, they do prefer Modest in this case. But, eh. And then here's Kool-Aid. Docile. Nice. Another neutral nature. Yeah, okay, I did nickname them Kool-Aid, but that's a female though, right? They're both... Oh, okay, nice, I did get a male and a female. What about Wingull? Wingull, here is a female. And you're a male, wow. That's actually really cool that I got opposite genders. Means I can breed them or something, that's really nice. I mean, not that I need them to be opposite genders, I've got Ditto, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, Route 115, didn't get Nuzlocke. No, Route 114. Huh? I didn't get someone in Route 115. Okay, I guess we're going there then. But okay, before we do that though, let me see if I have cut with me. Because there's something I've been sort of dying to do. If you want. Obviously I haven't been doing it. Like, I haven't been able to show it or anything, so. Do I have a cutter? I'm obviously not these two. No. Probably you, but I don't want to teach cut to you. Maybe you, but I'd rather not teach cut to you. You, please. I wish. Maybe you, but probably not. Probably best not to. Yeah, do it for bloody Ditto. I mean, I could teach it to Kogakado if I really wanted to be honest. Where is my cutter? Who did I use for cut before? Because I'm pretty sure I had someone. If I do use one of my fainted Pokemon, I will be honest about it, and I will, like, keep them fainted or whatever. I'm not gonna just say, oh, it's random revival or whatever. Okay, Piccoon, nice. Piccoon was my fainted. That was my cutter. Well, let's see if I can get them catered then. See if I can get them used here. Yeah, put you there for now, because I'm not really going to catch that many Pokemon. And I obviously want to use Cut. Because we missed a thingamajig. Because I think Piccoon was actually fainted by the time we got here, actually. Yeah, because didn't they faint at the 5th gym? So, what? Wait, Latios can learn Cut? Why? Well, not why, but why would you teach it? You know? Look at that, only 10 extra power at the cost of 5 accuracy. That's for Scratch, and you lose 5 PP as well. How good is you? Badly starts all Pokemon that make good appeals, yeah, sure. Because it's such a bad bloody move. You have to teach it. I mean, you don't have to teach it in this generation, to be fair. You don't ever need to use Cut to progress the story. What do I want to get rid of? I mean, I guess I'll get rid of Sand Attack, really, because considering what I go for. Because, like, one nice thing about Scratch is that, like, obviously, like, as you progress through the game, you get more powerful moves. Like, you obviously get your Confusion, which I think has 25 PP, and then maybe you trade that in for Psybeam later on, depending on what other moves you have. And then maybe you trade that in for Psychic, you know, which has 10 PP, where Psybeam has 20. But later on, when you're level 100 and you're training up your other Pokemon, Confusion is actually more optimal, usually, because it has more PP, therefore it means less trips to the Pokemon Center, less healing items needed or whatever, and, like, you're going to be strong enough anyway to take down most Pokemon, even with just a simple Confusion. You know, depending on, like, your strength and whatever, and who you're facing, because especially since there's, like, Makihito and Hariyama in this, or at least Hariyama in this one, you know, you can easily defeat those with Confusion. Like, no way you're gonna not faint a Hariyama, you know, when you've got, like, your high-powered Pokemon beating everyone up to help train up your own Pokemon. So, you know, it's very nice. Very nice there. I didn't get that item well. I haven't been down to that surfing area either. Yeah, it's right here. This is where I've been meaning to go. Oh yeah. And all that for some Aspir berries. I thought these would have been, like, pretty cool berries, but no, it's just Aspir berries, which are the sleep one, I think. Heals your sleep, you know. Heals your sleep, like that's a bad thing. Gives you energy. Nice. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been grinding up berries as well. Let me have a look. Yeah, look at this. I've got 766 cherry berries. Those are the ones I'm doing at the moment. It's collecting all the cherry berries I can. Look at the roast berries though. I've got 968 because I kept getting burned by the slugmas. So I figured I might as well grind those. And then the cherry berries, I'm focusing on those at the moment because, like, my route takes me through like some electric and manectric areas. So I need the cherry berries for that, if you will. To ensure that I'm fine there, if you will, but you know, obviously, because like what I do is I start. What do I start? I start like here, around here, because I go through the sort of sack area. I come all the way over here, do some berries, and there's a berry guy here. I come here and I come all the way down here, and about these two trainers, it's the rich people, and some berry soft soil down here, so I can use that, and I come here to Fed and Turf, and I go all the way right, simply because it gives me extra steps for my daycare Pokemon, and I come all the way down here and to the end of Route 123, to this end specifically, the left end. Talk to the Berry Master, I get three berries from them, 2 from the Berry Master and 1 from his wife. And then I come up here, there's a guy to the top right who gives you a berry, and then I come all the way down here to like Route 120, to like this little corner, if you will. Get another berry, and there's also another soft soil patch. Well, it's 2, but I usually only use the bottom one. And there's another berry you can get here as well. Maybe I'll show it off in like a bonus video or something, or not a bonus video, this is the bonus video, in an add-on video or something, but I don't know, that's yet to be seen. Yet to be seen for now. And yeah, we also have the mood deleter as well, by the way, which is really nice, because it means I don't have to put up with cuts if I feel like I don't want cuts on my Shedinja. Because obviously that's the idea behind Incaders, you know, use Shedinja or whatever. Now before I do actually surf, I'm actually going to look up, I'm going to see who can spawn here basically, so yeah, give me another minute. Alright, well I've got 2 Pokemon I can get here. Well, technically 3, because 2 of them are in evolution. And unfortunately both of them are in the grass as well, so it means I have to come up here to collect the grass. You know, like I have to, you know, go into the grass and whatnot over here. Alright, hopefully, yep. Ooh. Oh, okay, I only batted these 2, okay, nice. Alright, let's see what I get then. I've got... What? Swablu? Oh, okay, nice. I didn't even realise Swablu was an option. I was thinking the 2 Pokemon I'm thinking of is either Jigglypuff, which is pretty cool, or Taillow or Swallow. They're pretty cool too. So, yeah, it's really nice. Alright, and I say all that, and now I need to take another break, so yeah, give me a minute, guys. Jeez, man. Cops again off screen. Oh well, I've got myself a drink now. So, gosh, man. But yeah, I completely forgot about Swablu being on this route as well. So, yeah, really nice. Very nice catch we got here. I think they evolve at level 35 as well. One of the earliest, essentially the earliest dragon types, if you will. Let's go for Great Ball, yeah. I say earliest dragon types, I mean like obviously like... I mean Trapinch is actually earlier than them technically, so... You know. Pokemon that has wings like cottony clouds. After enjoying winter, in which little food is available, Swablu flocks move closer to towns in the spring. Don't the seasons have capital letters? I don't know, man. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Alright, what do we want to name you then? Actually, you know what? I want to go with this. I want to go with this name. That right now, I don't want to spoil anything of. If you will, like, I don't want to spoil where I'm using this name. I think that's pretty much all I'll say for now. So yeah, that's the nickname I'm going to go with. It's Altaria, kind of like how Altaria is. I think that's like literally how it's spelled, other than obviously the A. I can't recall, but it's basically sounds the same. So there you go. We got it cool, nice. Alright. This is like spawn. I don't know. Anyway. What was I saying? So now that's another spawn out of the way. So really all that we've got left is Route 108, which is just these two slots. Route 109. Route 123, I think. And then all these sea routes, you know, including the underwater. Maybe a few caves as well. Maybe. I don't know. Like, we've got Rush Turf Tunnel. I know that for a fact, because I know we've got Wisma there. And what else do we have? Like I said, Route 1110 or 110 and Route 117. Both of those, I'm pretty sure, are both in the daycare at the minute. Like I said, I'll put that up on. I would have put that up on screen earlier. So, if I had them or not. Pseudopolis, we already got that. I guess we do have like the towns and whatnot as well. Like. What can we get? We can get something from Petalburg City. I don't think we can get anything from Rustboro. No. Because the trades, the NPC trades, I don't count those because, like, I only count them in the sense that you had to get the Pokemon for them anyway. You had to get lucky enough to find them anyway to have there, so, you know, it's a bit, you know. Juford Islands, yeah, we got that for sure. Slateport, I don't think they even have spawns, do they? I don't know. Actually, they might do, Morville, we still have new Morvilles to take on as well, actually, to be fair. But, do we have anything in Morville? No, we don't actually, I don't think we have anything in Morville. Third and Turf, no spawns. Loveridge, I mean, there's no spawns, but you do get that why not egg. Follower, no. Fort Tree, no. Lily Cove, might? I don't think it does. I mean, I do think it does. Yeah, I think it does. Then Moss Deep. Moss Deep definitely does, and there's also Shoal Cave up here as well. Shooterpolis, already did that. Pacific Lodge. We haven't done that yet, actually, to be fair. So yeah, I might actually just skip everything, all these other routes, because, like, unless there's something specific above the water that we can get, I'm just gonna skip them. Because to be fair, these like above areas, because like I said, they're pretty much just gonna be like Magikarp, Tentacool, Wingull, you know, stuff like that. That's what they're pretty much mostly gonna be. It's the underwater sections that I've got to think about, you know, so I'll definitely look into that for next part. So, I mean, we do also have the Battle Frontier as well, because the Battle Frontier is actually different from the Battle Tower in Ruby and Sapphire. Like, it's actually, it's more than just, like, obviously the Battle Tower. It's obviously, like, it's got other places as well, other than just the Battle Frontier itself, if you will, like the Battle Facilities. So, there is that. So maybe I'll do that next time as well. I don't know. It really depends on how we manage next time. So, you know, that's something to look forward to, I guess, for next time. So, you know. But in the meantime, before I end the part off, where do I want to end off? I guess I'll end off in Follower Town, because everything's gonna spawn here again anyway. So I'm going to come back here anyway when I save, so that's going to see what's up with Thingamajig, see what our Swablu's like. Naughty Nature. Alright, cool. Like I said, I don't know how good the stats are or anything, to be honest. I don't know really how well the IVs can be in this game, if you will. Like, I know about them, I just don't know enough details for these Pokemon and whatnot, so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to end off there. So next time, hopefully next time, I don't know, I can't promise that Kokakeda will be up to level 44. Well, on that note, I'm going to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a really minky day.